you sitting on this side or you sitting here with us?
I'm on that side, but I'm trying to see which one is the side they're using the microphone.
No,
Usually it's
over
over there, right? Yeah.
And then are we still gonna do the same thing?
Yeah, I have like 5 graduates coming through.
You guys want to go out?
Yep, I will.
I think you're on the other side with me.
I always like to put the seats a little bit apart so that we're not like sitting on each other.
We'll move on. Like we'll have to slide out.
I'll put my water on.
Good afternoon, families, students, staff members, and of course, the class of 2026. Let's act like we're having a graduation in here and show the class of 2026 some love. Thank you, and have a seat, please. I am Ms. Brown, the proud principal of Brown Deer High School. Before we begin our ceremony, I would like to extend a warm welcome and thank you to the School District of Brown Deer Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Cotton, all School District of Brown Deer cabinet members, staff, and without any hesitation, the parents, guardians, family members, community advocates, and anyone else who helped the class of 2026, soon to be graduate, reach this very important milestone. Everyone in the field house is here to celebrate the huge accomplishments of our students. They are all great, so let's send them off with smiles and love as they step into the world of independence. Just a few housekeeping things. Before we begin our program, I would like to remind everyone of a few procedures that will allow everyone to enjoy our graduation ceremony. Please remain seated during our ceremony. Live Touch Photography will take photos of your graduate receiving their diploma and pictures when they exit the ramp. Please do not walk closer to try to take pictures because it will impact others being able to see their child walk across the stage. We are going to take about 2 minutes and allow our guests that are walking in right now to find a seat, get close, and we will start very shortly. Please try to make room for all of our guests so everyone can have a seat. Okay, let's get started. Mr. Dole, the Brown Deer High School choir director, will direct the concert choir as they sing the national anthem and lift every voice and sing the Black National Anthem. The concert choir is being accompanied by the Brown Deer High School Wind Ensemble, directed by our band teacher, Mr. Brownfield. Please remain standing for both anthems. Would everyone stand when the choir and wind ensemble performs? Thank you.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land? our past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Lift every voice and sing.
Please take a seat and let's give another round of applause to the Wind Ensemble and Choir. We have a great program planned for you today. Class of 2026, look around. Take in this moment. We are here to celebrate you. When I think about the graduating class, one word continuously comes to mind: extreme. And when I say extreme, I mean it in the best way possible. You are a class of beautiful extremes. You are extremely motivated, extremely high achieving, and extremely joyful. You are also extremely silly sometimes, and you definitely aren't afraid to show a little attitude. But honestly, that is your superpower. Life is a beautiful mix of all of these emotions, and you are already mastering how to feel them deeply. As you step out into the world, I want to share a few truths with you. Number one, life is beautifully unpredictable. You will experience mountaintop celebrations and devastating valleys. Life isn't always fair, and there will be moments when you are uncertain which steps to take next. Two, you never have to walk alone. When those moments of uncertainty or darkness arise, lean on the people who love you. Reach out, talk, remember that challenges that do not break you only make you stronger. Three, lean into who you are. Take that extreme energy of yours and use it to change the world. Strive every day to be the absolute best version of yourself and lift others up along the way. Class of 2026, hold your heads high. Channel your passion, your drive, and your vibrant spirit. Be bold, be resilient, and yes, be extreme. We believe in you, we are proud of you, and we are dependent on you to make this world a better place. Congratulations, class of 2026. At this time, we will have a welcome address from the School District of Brown Deer Superintendent, Dr. Cotton. She will address the class of 2026.
Thank you, Ms. Brown, for that introduction. Good morning, everyone. As she stated, I am Dr. Catrice Cotton, the proud superintendent for the School District of Brown Deer. But before we begin celebrating our incredible graduates, I want to take a moment to recognize individuals whose leadership and dedication make moments like today possible. Please join me in thanking the members of our Board of Education who join me on stage today. Board President, Dr. Todd Vito. Vice President, Mrs. Dorinthia Robinson. Treasurer, Dr. Dorothea Macon. Member, Ms. Sharonda Farrington. Member, Mrs. Lynn Hallmar. And Member, Meredith Welch. Thank you for your service to our students, our staff, and this community. As superintendent, I have the unique privilege of looking at our school district from a wide perspective. I see the data, I see the growth, the challenges, and the opportunities, as well as achievements. But today, looking out at all of you in your caps and gowns, I don't just see a graduating class. I see a profound story of resilience, ambition, and community. 4 years ago, you walked into our high school during a time of immense global change and technological transformation. You had to learn how to adapt at a faster pace than any other generation before you. And look at what you did. You didn't just survive, you excelled. You brought passion into our classrooms, our hallways, stages, and athletic fields. You utilized new tools and perspectives to solve complex problems, and you built communities of inclusion, looking out for one another when the world felt overwhelming. You created and fostered deep connections of friendships with one another and learned not only academics, but life skills from staff. As administrators and educators, our ultimate goal is never just to help you pass a test or check off a graduation requirement. Our goal is to guide you toward becoming critical thinkers, passionate leaders, and engaged citizens. Today marks a major transition. The structure that school and our district has provided to you for over the past 12 years is giving way to total independence. There's no more homerooms, no more daily schedules handed to you, and no more bells telling you it's time to move on. From this moment forward, you are the designer of your own days. For many of you, the next step is higher education. For others, it's the military, trade schools, or entering the workforce. Whichever path you are taking, do not let fear of the unknown slow you down. Your education is a tool set, not a script. The value of your diploma isn't just in what you've learned, but in your proven ability to learn, adapt, and grow. And like T.I. said best, they fight for number 2 because you're the one. As you step beyond our district doors, I ask you to carry 3 core principles with you in the future. First, embrace lifelong learning. The world will continue to change at a staggering pace, so stay curious, because the moment you think you know everything is the moment you stop growing. Second, define success on your own terms. True success isn't measured solely in a title or a salary. It is found in living a life of purpose, integrity, and personal fulfillment. Finally, remember your roots, no matter how far your ambition takes you, and I hope that it will take you very far. Never forget the community that raised you, supported you, and is cheering for you today. To the parents, guardians, and families here today, thank you. Thank you for entrusting us with your children, for partnering with our schools, and for the endless hours of support behind the scenes. This milestone belongs to you just as much as it belongs to them. To the phenomenal teachers, support staff, and administration, thank you for your tireless dedication, your late nights, and your unwavering belief in the potential of every student seated here today. Class of 2026, you are more than prepared, you are more than capable, and you are ready. Go out into the world, challenge the status quo, and make us proud. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
Let's give our superintendent another round of applause. Next, we will receive our commencement address from a Brown Deer High School alumni, Rhonda Roberts. Before Ms. Roberts comes to the stage, I am going to read her bio. Rhonda Roberts is a proud 1987 graduate of Brown Deer High School, where she first honed her teamwork and dedication as a 4-year member of the award-winning Pom Pom Squad. Today, Rhonda serves as the Vice President of Human Services at Mountain View Hospital in Las Vegas, Nevada, a role that caps a distinguished career built on resilience and constant drive for growth. After graduating from Brown Deer, Rhonda attended Howard University, earning a bachelor's degree in marketing, followed by an MBA with dual concentration in marketing and healthcare administration from Baker College. Her professional journey spans the banking, manufacturing, and healthcare sectors, including 14 years of leadership from Ascension. Throughout her career, Rhonda has remained passionate about developing talent and building environments where teams can truly thrive. Now residing in Las Vegas with her husband and 2 daughters, Rhonda is honored to return to her roots. She is joining the class of 2026 to celebrate their achievements and remind them that true growth begins the moment they step outside of their comfort zone. Please welcome our very own Rhonda Roberts.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Soon-to-be graduates, family members, faculty, staff, members of the Brown Deer community, and honored guests. I am both humbled and excited to be standing here before you today. Nearly 40 years ago, I sat where you all are sitting right now, except for the fact that it was out on the football field in the heat. And so today I have the privilege of speaking to you from inside of the Novak family field house. And in fact, this is my very first time in this space, and it feels very fitting. Mr. Novak was my typing teacher, so we learned how to type on actual typewriters and back in the 80s. Now, if you had told 17-year-old me standing on that football field that I would be standing in front of all of you delivering this speech today, I would not have believed you. You see, at 17, I was pretty shy, and the thought of standing in front of all of these people giving a speech would have been hard for me to imagine. But life, it has a way of stretching us, growing us, and taking us places that we never expected. And it moves us outside of our comfort zone, and that, to me, is where all of the magic happens. And so before I go any further, I want to take another moment and ask you all to look around the room. I'm going to do it too. And look at your classmates, your teachers, your parents, your grandparents, siblings, and friends, and everyone who has helped you get to this day. This is your moment. And I want you to take it in because it goes by so fast. Just gonna take a moment. Yes, celebrate. You've worked very hard for this moment, and you all should be very proud of yourselves. And as I thought about what I wanted to share with you this afternoon, I had a lot of different thoughts. Do they want to hear a story about what it was like to be here in the 80s? Probably not. What could I share that would be impactful? And I kept coming back to the same 4 ideas that have helped to shape my life far more than any career advice ever could. So congratulations, you are not going to get any career advice from me here today. So the first thing I want to talk about, and Principal Brown talked about it a little bit, is that life, it doesn't always follow the plan. So some of you sitting here today, you know exactly where you're headed. I saw your names on the screen as to where you're going. Some of you are headed to college, others the workforce, the military, maybe vocational school. There may be others of you that are sitting here still trying to figure out what comes next. And no matter where you fall on that spectrum, chances are you've already heard a lot of questions, right? What's next? Where are you going? What's your plan? What are you going to do? What are you going to study? And those are all very fair questions. In fact, the same questions that were asked of me nearly 4 decades ago. Now, when I graduated from here, I thought I had things all figured out. I left here for Howard University in Washington, D.C. to study marketing. And in fact, my interest in marketing originated right here at Brown Deer High School in my marketing classes with Mr. Sadowski. And at that time, I had my future mapped out. I fully expected to build a career in marketing. And that's not at all what happened. Over time, opportunities presented themselves. I discovered strengths that I did not know that I had. I took on new challenges, and I found myself increasingly drawn to work that centered on people, leadership, and helping organizations succeed through their very precious resource, which is their employees. So today I live in Las Vegas, and I serve as the Vice President of Human Resources for a hospital system there. And if you had asked 17-year-old me if that was what I would end up, I would have said, absolutely not. I'm not going to be the Vice President of Human Resources. I'm studying marketing. But see, that's the beautiful thing about life. It has a way of meandering and taking you places that you never thought you would go. Some doors open while others close. Some opportunities appear that we never could have imagined. And what I've learned is that having a plan is important, and goals matter. And I think your parents and your teachers and the board here would be very upset with me if I told you don't have a plan and don't have any goals, right? But don't become so attached to that plan that you miss the opportunity that life places in front of you. Sometimes other opportunities will arise, and you should be prepared to take advantage. So be willing to change, be willing to grow, and be willing to take a different path when a better one or a different one appears. Some of the best things that are going to happen to you in your life may not be on that current roadmap that you're holding on to right now. The second thought I had was, do not spend your time, not time, that's not what I want to say. Do not spend your life waiting on the big moments. We live in a world that teaches us to focus on milestones, such as graduation, promotions, new jobs, weddings, and major accomplishments. And all of those moments matter. I've experienced all of those moments. They're very exciting, and there's something to look forward to. But they are not where most of life happens. Most of life happens in the small moments. A conversation with a friend, a family dinner, a laugh that maybe you didn't expect, a cup of coffee on a quiet morning, and a word of encouragement from someone whose timing couldn't have been better. And the older I get, the more I realize that the joy isn't found only in the major events of our lives. It's found in the ordinary moments that we often overlook. And if you only wait for the big things, you're going to spend much of your life doing just that, waiting. But if you learn to appreciate the little things, you'll discover that life is full of reasons to be grateful every single day. And I used to tell my daughters when they were young, delight in the little things, and your life will be full of delight. The third idea is one that I have to remind myself of from time to time, actually very often, and that is do not compare yourself to other people. It's one of the easiest traps to fall into and one of the most difficult to escape. Someone will always seem further ahead than you. Someone will always appear more successful. Someone will get the promotion first. They'll buy their house first. They'll get married first. Someone will seem to have everything figured out. And if you spend your life measuring yourself against everyone else, you're going to feel one of two things. You're either going to feel superior or you're going to feel inadequate, and neither of which is helpful. The truth is, everyone's journey is different, and you are not running their race, you're running your own race. In fact, when I've learned that I would be giving this speech, I made the mistake of watching other commencement speeches online. One of them happened to be Oprah. Now let me tell you, comparing yourself to Oprah Winfrey is not a great confidence-building exercise. And for a brief moment, I found myself sitting with that little bit of self-doubt that creeps up. And I'm asking myself, well, what am I doing? Why do they want me to speak? And then I reminded myself of something really important. I don't need to be Oprah. My job today is to simply share my story with you. The story of someone who once sat where you're sitting. The story of someone who walked these very halls, who spent 4 years on the award-winning Pom Pom Squad, who left Brown Deer at 17 years old thinking she had life all figured out and discovered that life had a few other plans. The world does not need you to become someone else. It needs you to become the very best version of yourself. Now that brings me to my fourth and final thought for you today. Now, when I graduated in 1987, Brown Deer looked very different than it does today. As a young black woman, I was part of a much smaller minority population than the one represented in this graduating class today. And looking out at all of you today reminds me that Brown Deer has continued to grow and evolve while remaining a place where young people can learn, develop, and pursue their dreams. And regardless of what has changed over the years, one thing remains constant. None of us gets where we're going alone. Every one of you sitting in this room has benefited from someone who believed in you. A parent, a grandparent, a teacher, a coach, a mentor, a friend, someone who saw something in you before you even saw it in yourself. And when I think about that in my own life, I can't help but think about my father, and he's here today. Tomorrow he turns 88 years old. And a few months ago, he called me, no, in fact, he texted me. So this he text with emojis and all of those things, it's very impressive. He texted me to inform me that he was planning to talk to Principal Brown about having me speak at graduation. So he wasn't asking me, he was telling me. And as it turns out, when your father is almost 88 years old, you don't argue with him. You smile, you nod, and you take the assignment. Well, he's one of the reasons I'm standing here today in more ways than one. And like many parents of his generation, he didn't always teach through speeches, although I have endured my share of speeches from him. I had one today, in fact. As I was preparing to speak to you, he was speaking to me. He taught through consistency, through sacrifice, through hard work, through showing up here at this very school for me on several occasions. And long before I understood what leadership was, I was watching it. Long before I understood perseverance, I was watching it. Long before I understood responsibility, I was watching it. And like many of you, I probably didn't fully appreciate those lessons when I was 17, but I appreciate them so much more now today. And throughout my life, I have been fortunate enough to have people who encouraged me, challenged me, opened doors for me, and who believed in me. And their impact has shaped my journey. And I know all of you have those same people in your lives as well. And I'm asking you to please cherish those people. Thank them. Stay connected to them, and let them know the difference that they have made in your life. And after you do that, I'm going to ask you to do something that I think is equally, if not more important, and that is to become that person for someone else. Be the mentor. Be the encourager. Be the advocate for someone when they're not in the room to advocate for themselves. Be the person who sees potential in others. The world needs more people who lift others up, and each of you has the ability to be one of those people. Class of 2026, as you leave here today, I hope that you pursue your goals with passion and determination. I hope that you work hard and dream big and take risks. And I hope that you accomplish things that today may seem impossible or unimaginable. But I also hope that you will remember these 4 things. Life does not always follow a plan, so be flexible. Don't overlook the small moments, waiting for the big moments. Don't compare yourself to other people. Be the best version of yourself that you can be. And never ever underestimate the power of the people who walk beside you. So standing here today has reminded me of just how much this community has helped to shape who I have become. I went to school here from kindergarten, elementary school, Brown Deer Middle School, and a proud graduate of Brown Deer High School. I can still remember, like I said earlier, being on the Pom Squad. I think I still know a few moves. I remember walking these halls, and believe it or not, I could still sing the school song. Some things just stay with you longer than you expect. And as you leave Brown Deer and begin whatever comes next for you, I hope that you will discover what so many of us have learned. You may leave this place, but part of it never really leaves you. Because in the end, your life will not be defined solely by what you achieve. It will be defined by who you become as a person, how you treat others, and the relationships that you build along the way. Class of 2026, your future is bright, your story is just beginning, and I cannot wait to see where your journey takes you. Thank you, congratulations, and go Falcons.
Let's give our very own Miss Roberts another round of applause, please. The next portion of our program will be speeches from our student body. First, we will have a class representative, Leslie Acklemore. Leslie has maintained a 3.5 GPA or higher during his entire high school career. He will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, majoring in mechanical engineering. Leslie, okay, y'all, I got a whole lot of sentences. Okay. Leslie received $5,000 for the residential grant renewable for 4 years for a grand total of $20,000. Leslie is very familiar to us. You may have seen him in our school plays, singing, or acting. Please welcome Leslie Acklemore.
Dang, this is a lot of people. Good afternoon, everybody. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Leslie Acklemore, and unlike most people who give graduation speeches, I am not the valedictorian, salutatorian, or class president. But I am class vice president, so I guess I was close enough. I remember my 10-year-old self sitting at the top of these bleachers in 2019 listening to my sister give her graduation speech. I've always imagined what it would be like to stand at this podium myself, and now, somehow, I'm here. At the time, I thought there was a specific kind of person you had to be to earn that opportunity. I thought you had to fit into a title. You had to be the person with the perfect grades, the perfect resume, or the perfect accomplishments. And while I did not fall into any of those categories, when the opportunity to give this speech came up, I immediately took it. After years of early mornings, late assignments, tests we forgot to study for until the night before, complaints about messed up grades, and moments that felt endless while we were living them, somehow this day arrived faster than we expected. And I think one of the strangest parts about graduation is realizing that this moment is both an ending and a beginning at the exact same time. We were leaving behind classrooms we thought we would never miss, routines we complained about constantly, and people we got used to seeing every single day. At the same time, we're stepping into a future that none of us can completely predict. That can be exciting. And if we're being honest, it can also be terrifying. There's a lot of pressure on this stage of life. People constantly ask us what comes next. What college are you going to? What career do you want? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Personally, I was more worried about what I was going to eat for dinner. But over the past year, I've realized something important. Life does not wait until you feel ready. Sometimes life changes suddenly. Sometimes it forces you to grow faster than you planned. Sometimes it teaches you lessons you never expected to learn this early. On April 18, 2026, I lost my mom after her battle with cancer. And while this is not how I imagined walking into graduation, I knew I still wanted to stand here tonight because I wanted to honor my mom and express my love for her in front of all of you. My mom was the kind of person who made people feel seen. She had a gift for connecting with others and making people feel welcome no matter who they were. People knew they could count on her. They knew that if they needed someone to listen, encourage them, or simply be there, she would show up. She cared deeply about the people around her and made a lasting impact on everyone she met. In many ways, she was everyone's mom. But to me, she was more than that. She was my best friend. And one thing I admired most about her was that she never allowed difficult circumstances to become her entire identity. Even during the hardest days of her illness, she still found reasons to laugh, still cared about people more than herself, and still wanted the people around her to feel hopeful. Watching that changed the way I think about strength. Before all of this, I thought strength meant always appearing confident or unaffected. But now I think strength is quieter than that. Real strength is getting up each day when you would rather stay in bed. It is continuing to care about others while carrying pain yourself. It is finding reasons to keep moving forward, even when life feels unfair. And looking out at my classmates tonight, I know I am not the only person here who has learned that lesson. Every graduate sitting in front of me has fought battles nobody else fully understands. Some were obvious, some were invisible. Some happened at home, some happened internally. Some happened while we're still trying to smile in the hallways every day. Yet despite all of that, we're still here. That is something worth celebrating. Not just academic success, not just diplomas, but perseverance. Over the past 4 years, I've watched this class accomplish things that once seemed impossible. I've seen people overcome obstacles they never talked about. I've seen all of you balance school, sports, jobs, family responsibilities, countless challenges behind the scenes. I've seen people fail, get back up, and keep going. And if there's one thing I know about the class of 2026, it's that we are far more capable than we give ourselves credit for. Because the truth is, none of us arrived here exactly the same person we were 4 years ago. We grew up. We learned that relationships can change. We learned that failure is not the end of the world. We learned that people are more complicated than they can first appear. And hopefully, we learn to appreciate the moments while we were living them, instead of only after they became memories. Tonight, as we celebrate everything we've accomplished, I think it's also important to recognize the people that got us here. Parents, guardians, teachers, friends, siblings, coaches, mentors, and counselors. The people who encouraged us when we doubted ourselves. The people who sacrificed for us. The people who believed in our future even when we couldn't fully see it ourselves. For me, my mom was one of those people. And although she's not sitting in the audience tonight, I carry her with me in everything I do, in the way I treat people, in the way I handle challenges, and in the way I continue forward. I think one of the most important things we can do as we leave high school is remember that success is not only measured by achievements, titles, or money. It is also measured by kindness, by resilience, by how we make people feel, by the impact we leave on others long after the conversation ends. That is the kind of impact my mom had on people. And honestly, I hope our class leave that kind of impact too. As we move into the next chapter of our lives, things will not always go according to plan. There will be disappointments, setbacks, and moments where we question ourselves. But there will always be moments we can't even imagine yet. New friendships, new opportunities, new memories, new versions of ourselves. And even though we're all heading in different directions after tonight, I hope you remember this feeling, the feeling of making it through something together. Earlier, I mentioned I wasn't originally supposed to be standing here today, but maybe that's the point. Life rarely follows the exact plan we create for it. And as Denzel Washington once said, when you fall throughout life, remember this: fall forward. Class of 2026, today is proof of that. We made it, not perfectly, not easily, but together. Congratulations and thank you.
Let's give Leslie another round of applause, please. Our next student speech comes from our 2026 valedictorian. Sorry, no it doesn't. Our next speech comes from our 2026 salutatorian, Victor Isoka. Victor ended his high school career with a GPA of 4.532. Victor will be attending Brown University, majoring in political science and sociology. He received the Brown University Scholarship for $85,019, renewable for 4 years. The Wisconsin DECA Post-Secondary Scholarship for $1,000, and the West Granville Presbyterian Student Scholarship for $2,000, for a grand total of $343,076. Victor is also not a stranger to our school musical and plays. Please welcome Victor Isoka.
Good afternoon to our supportive families, encouraging friends, faculty and staff, and most importantly, my fellow graduates, the class of 2026. For many years, we looked towards graduation day, filling the halls with, "I can't wait to be done," and "I'm so ready to graduate." I don't think any of us expected someday to turn into right now. But now that we're in the seats, anxiously awaiting to receive our diploma, we're faced head-on with this underlying uncertainty. What comes next? Strangely, our class wasn't accustomed to uncertainty. We came into freshman year sure of the impact we wanted to make. Class float culture was brought back, turning a trailer into a questionable graveyard, and immediately gave 100% in our various sports and activities. Organizations that were once dead became prosperous, reputation within athletics grew, and friendships felt like second nature. That certainty quickly became a sense of comfortability, and we easily glossed over the seemingly mundane moments of walking through the halls with our friends and laughing so hard at lunch we could barely breathe. We got used to a routine, knowing what to expect for the week, causing high school to become the same old, same old. As bland as that may sound, in a way, it was reassuring. We didn't need to adjust or alter anything because it was repetitive. It maximized our community building, friendships, and making memories that will definitely last. And while our journey in high school cannot simply be stated as perfect, it was familiar. When that familiarity began to fade, our lasts flooded. We went through our last Friday night lights, homecoming, and last tests that we vigorously crammed for. That's the hardest part about reaching this moment. Our normal no longer exists. We're now hit with the future with uncertain possibilities, steps, and decisions that weigh more than just the clothes you wear for the day. That change is uncomfortable, unsettling. It's also pretty scary, but it's good. It isn't something that just magically happens. It's an exponential process of growth, a place to accept challenges with open arms, and forces us to embrace who we are without our familiarity. It's the little stepping stones that lead us to our identities. It pushes through boundaries, oftentimes self-inflicted, and knows that we come out of unexpected experiences better than the day before. You may not have known it, but we've all triumphed in light of uncertainty. There may have been club teams that we tried out for, unknowing of what team culture you'd be entering or how to exactly fit in. Times where it felt as though the results from our first job interview took years to come out, unsure of whether you made the cut. And in that sense, I thank high school for being the place that taught me to allow myself to tumble, to know it's okay to not be perfect, and it's okay to not know everything. When we begin to embrace uncertainty, we allow ourselves to see the bigger picture, understand what's not there, and surprisingly discover more about ourselves. We're diverging into a new path, and to be completely honest, those are bound to have forks in it. Nothing in our journey is ever linear, and life is bound to be spontaneous. Easiest way to face it? I can't tell for sure, but the random trips to Qdoba and Taco Bell come very close. I'd like to leave off with a quote from Gino Auriemma, head coach for the University of Connecticut's women's basketball team. It's great to be uncomfortable because that's when you find out just how great you can really be. So if we take anything from our time at Brown Deer away, let it be this. Don't leave everything behind. While this may be our last time all together, take the lessons, memories, and people from these 4 years and head into what comes next with certainty. Define your own version of success. Thank you.
Please give Victor Asoka another round of applause. Our last student speech will come from our 2026 valedictorian, Grayson Munns. Grayson ended his high school career with a GPA of 4.551. Grayson is attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, majoring in civil engineering. He received the MTEF Herbert D. Henson Jr. Scholarship for $2,000 non-renewable, the Freshman Scholarship in Civil and Environmental Engineering for $2,000 non-renewable, the MTEF Bill Schulte Memorial Scholarship for $2,500 non-renewable, and the Academic Excellence Scholarship for $2,250 renewable for 4 years, for a grand total of $15,500. Please welcome our valedictorian, Grayson Munns.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here. Before I begin, I would like to show an extra bit of thanks to my mom and my dad, because without their support, I wouldn't be able to stand where I am today. Before high school, we were still caterpillars. We absorbed the knowledge that our teachers gave us without putting much thought into what we had learned, crawling through the days just trying to make it to summer break. During high school, we formed our chrysalises. We put in the work, and we could see a bigger picture start to form over the horizon. Over the last 4 years, we've written complex formulas and countless essays. However, the academics weren't the only way we grew in our chrysalises. We've won championships on sport teams, become leaders outside of the classroom, and have volunteered our time to better our community. All of this dedication and growth has led to one pivotal moment, the moment we break free. Today, when we walk across this stage, we emerge as butterflies. We won't walk out of the school with our diplomas, we'll fly. Some of us will fly far away to colleges across the country and explore unfamiliar cities. Others will stay close to home, building and bettering our community that made us the individuals we are today. No matter where our wings take us, this time in our lives is a unique opportunity. High school graduation only happens once, and how we spend our time after is very important. Post-graduation is the designated time to fail. It's time to fall on our faces and get back up again. There's no better time than now to get out of our comfort zones, try something new, so we can truly discover who we are. It's easy for me to get up on the stage and tell everyone to fall on their face in order to discover themselves, but the truth is, the future's scary. Some of us have known what we wanted to do since middle school, but others don't know where life will take them, and it's okay to be either one of those people. Because if there's one thing we've learned during high school, it's the fact that we are resilient and that we can change. Let us not forget to thank the people who shaped us into these resilient butterflies. To our families, friends, teachers, administrators, coaches, and everyone in between, thank you. Let's not forget to thank ourselves, because without us, we would not have been able to emerge from our chrysalises. Congratulations, class of 2026. Let's fly away.
Let's give Grayson another round of applause. We will now have a choir and wind ensemble selection entitled "No One Is Alone." Let's give our wind ensemble and choir another round of applause. Okay, class of 2026, it's time. At Brown Deer, we host very demure graduations. We hold our applause until the end and we stay in our seats. But not today, everybody. We are about to clown, but just a little bit. Families, you will get about 5 seconds and then we need to move on to the next graduate. Every parent wants to hear their child's name being called. Remember to celebrate for your 5 seconds and then turn it back down. Please and thank you. Once you hear your child's or family member's name called, please do not leave the gym. It is very distracting to the guests around you. At the conclusion of our ceremony, the graduates will return to the high school main office to pick up their official diplomas. It's time. Our school counselors, Mr. Chatfield and Ms. Spalding, will call each graduate's name. Class of 2026, let's do it.
Got it. Okay. Okay. We're good now. Okay, ready? Okay. Right, ready? Okay.
Georgia Abraham. Leslie Acklemore. Nyana Banks Hawkins.
Okay.
Quentin Barfield. Marcus Beckett Schreiber. Joanna Blasky. Braden Blockel. Ashanti Bogan. Bradley Bogre. Cameron Bond. London Boone.
Okay.
Eliana Bremer. Earl Brooks, Jr. Blessing Brown. Victor Brown Solis. Billy Burnett, Jr. Chase Butler. Tracy Butts. Ethan Carpenter. Jolyn Cha. Makai Chavez. Akili Cole McNeely. Eric Kate Garcia. Jaden Craig Cowley. Kayla Davis. Latavian Davis. Sonia Didrikson Ehlers. Jada Dixon. Emily Dong.
We skipped someone before Jada Dixon, and then Jaden Craig Alley. Where's Jada Dixon?
Jada Dixon is right here.
So this person. Say his name.
Yep. Jaden Dills.
Yep.
Jada Dixon. Emily Dong. Ayane Duale. Dakota Ellis. Michael Isoka. Victor Isoka. Divine Fateh. Josiah Figures. Makai Foley. Faith Forshee. Hope Forshee. Gavin Freeman. Alakai Gizi. Alex Gonzalez. Knowledge Grant. Sinai Grant. Amor Guerrero Hernandez. Maximus Hay. Isabella Hayes. Connor Herr. Jaden Herr. Justin Hester.
Someone else. A third her.
Jaden, her.
John.
John Her.
Okay.
Jacob Highland. Latrez Hill. Idemia Owa Igani. Raymond James. Nyana Jewel. Nia Johnson. Beckett Jones Hartwig. Cody Jones. Janiyah Jones. Alexandra Cherubu. Jalen Langlois. Jordan Langlois. Brady Lee. Caden Lee. Cole LeJohn. Adriana Lockett. And Lola Lenhart.
Elijah Mahomes. Amir Mans. Xavier Martinez. Leah Mays. Joshua Meredith. Sawyer Mickelson. Zachary Miller. Milo Monroy Madriz. Leighton Morse. Grayson Munns. Jordan Napier. Demaya Newton. Shudapan Nimklang. Peyton Norrington. Trinity Orikori. Jasmine Oki. Winnie Palma. Louis Pantoja III. Elsie Peltonen. Elena Perkins. Corey Rafferty. Jaden Ragland. Jaden Reed. Jordan Reed. Taylor Reed. Bill Ardo Riordan. Kearney Robinson.
For James, he wants you to say the third.
I will. Makai Rogers. Mackenzie Rodriguez. Gabrielle Ross. James Ross III. Terrence Ross.
Talia Rush. Kaylee Scott. Jayla Simmons. Caleb Simmons Darnell. Mariah Simmons. Robert Skiba. DeJour Smith. Josiah Smith. Devin Stanhope. Preston Stokes. Aurora Stringfellow. Isaiah Terrell. Elijah Thames Martin. Jeremiah Thomas. Jalen Thompson. Jacoby Troop. Sujai Valdez. Carmen Vega Dominguez. Amanda Vu. Olivia Weitzer. Nikayla Wesley. Tellian Wolfo. Cassidy Zhang. Crystal Zhang. Jaia Violet Zhang. And last but certainly not least, Elena Young.
Let's give our 2026 graduates another round of applause. It is my distinct honor to officially accept the graduating class of 2026. Your years of hard work, dedication, resilience have officially paid off. Today, you leave the halls ready to blaze new trails across this country. Let no boundaries hold you back. And never forget that everyone in this room is immensely proud of you and who you will become. We have reached the moment in the program that you've been waiting for. In 3 seconds, I will ask you to move your tassel from the right to the left, symbolizing your completion of high school. Class of 2026, will you please stand? Class of 2026, please stand. Okay, get ready. 1, 2, 3. Class of 2026, please turn your tassels. You are now officially alumni of Brown Deer High School. Congratulations, graduates. Go out and make us proud. This concludes the class of 2026 graduation ceremony.